Hi, and welcome back to another video tutorial on how to use Moodle 2.6 for teachers of virtual classes and on-site classes that are being blended in the York County School Division. In this video, we're going to look at how to add a simple web page to our Moodle site. And maybe sounds a little bit daunting, but I'm going to assure you that it's really not. So what we're starting with here is I actually have an assignment with all the text that I want students to be able to see in it. So instead of uploading this Word document, which I could fairly simply do, and we looked at in a previous video, I'm going to create a new page that has that information in it. So what I'm going to start with is clicking on the Add a Resource drop-down menu, and then going to Page. And once I'm here, I'm actually going to go ahead and type in the name of the page. So just looking back really quickly, this was our discussion board participation expectations, a good thing to have in all of your classes. And I'm going to go ahead and copy that name and include it in my description as well, although you certainly could add a little more description to it. Now, as we move down to the content, the information that's actually going to show up on the page, one thing I do want to show you here quickly is that you can toggle between how much information you have, or tools you have really, to post your work. So for this, I definitely want to include the additional tools. We're not going to look at them all or even need to use them all, but there are two in here specifically I want to look at. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to my Microsoft Word document and copy everything that's on the page just by hitting Control-C. Now I'm going to go back to my Moodle site, and we have this wonderful little button here that says Paste from Word that I'm going to use. So I'm going to click on that button. It opens up this little dialog box. I'm going to post or paste my information in here to put on the page. And so kind of what we see happen with this is we've got some real interesting spacing issues that are going on. And this happens when we post something from Microsoft Word to a straight HTML editor, which is what we have here in Moodle. And I really don't like the results of that. So I'm going to actually take this all out first. Oh, let me try that one more time. I'm going to take this all out of the page. And I'm going to use this Paste as Plain Text toggle button. I'm going to click on that, and so now it looks like it's permanently depressed. So now when I come back here and paste, we get slightly better results to where this actually looks like, for the most part, what I had in my Microsoft Word document. Now, I do want to make some corrections on this. Bolding the title certainly can make that a little bit bigger than the rest of the text on the page. One of the things I might actually look at doing here is indenting some of these paragraphs if I want the bullets to look like they're going to the side. Might have to be a little more creative with it to get that to actually work, but we can certainly sit and play around with it for a minute just to get it to work the way we want it to. So now we have some nice bullets in here. And we could come down and do that same short process to the rest of these to get our bullets back up. So this is really a really simple way to take something right from a Microsoft Word document and add it in here. Now, of course, you can type everything originally inside of this content box. You don't have to have it in Microsoft Word to copy and paste. I do just like to do that because of the simplicity that you get with Microsoft Word. Now, some of the additional pieces that we can get with using this web page is that we can add things like pictures, videos, and even embedded files, which would be like a file that would scroll within inside of it. For this, I'm just going to go ahead and grab a picture. So to do that, I have to actually upload an image into here first. So I'm going to do that from my desktop. And I'm going to grab it out of my files where I know I have some pictures of my family in here. Oh, let me go to my phone pictures, and I'm going to get a picture of my youngest daughter when she was a teeny tiny baby. So that's been a long time ago, but we will use that picture. I'm going to upload this file, so now it will exist within here. And I'm going to just go ahead and come over to this Appearance tab. Notice the size of this picture is quite large. Just for simplicity's sake, I'm going to cut that in half to make it 640 by 512, and you see when I do one dimension, it automatically constrains the proportions, which means that it's making it the right size. Come back over to my General tab. I'm going to put an image description on it, DAU, GHTER for my daughter, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit Insert. So certainly this has nothing to do with the discussion board post, but it is a good example of how we can simply and quickly post an image within our web page here. And the same thing would work for posting videos or embedding different types of content where you can have kind of a document inside of a document feel going on. So certainly please feel free to come in here and play around with some of these wonderful tools, changing text color and background colors of pieces, indenting and unindenting paragraphs, adding formulas for those of you that are math teachers and like to use those types of things. Lots of options for creating a custom web page for students to view. So that's all we have time for right now. We'll see you next time.